Here we are. Here we are, guys, live on Facebook. So, this is what we're doing. I am about to get male Botox in my forehead. I'm here at Advanced Concepts and Plastic Surgery with Dr. Andrew Kaczynski, MD, one of the best plastic cosmetic surgeons in Sacramento. So we're in a medical facility now. We're not in the salon. So as you guys are joining us, please ask questions, like this post, share this post. It's going to be pretty cool because I'm actually going to get injected in the forehead live right here, this forehead right here. We've already done a mini consultation. We're going to head right in. And the doctor already said I have an interesting forehead, right, Adam?
Yes, and Bill's just joined us.
Hey, what's up, Bill? So we have the Bishop, Adam, on camera. How do I look? Am I ready to get Botox? Am I good? Are we ready?
We're ready.
We're ready. Come on in, guys. We're live on Facebook. Hi, everybody. Hi. This is the Botox rep is running. She's running. This is Dr. Kaczynski.
Hello, hello.
Thank you, sir.
Good to see you.
And
Rainey.
Rainey, hi. She's going to actually inject me in the head. Is that what I'm hearing in the forehead?
In the forehead.
So before we do that, the doctor is going to provide a consult, right?
Right. And we're going to go into the consultation room to do that.
That's right. So guys, follow us as we go in. And then, would you like to come as well?
Yes, I will.
So what company are you representing?
I'm with Allergan.
Allergan. Okay, this is say hi to everybody on Facebook.
There you go.
They didn't tell you to be on Facebook?
No.
All right, we're on Facebook.
Facebook.
And this is Jazzy.
Hello. Nice to meet you guys.
I'm a hairdresser, by the way.
Oh, nice.
So we're doing kind of a combination where we're talking about beauty and wellness and the right way to do it, right, doctor?
The only way to do it is the right way.
Well, right, the only way. And we want to make it clear, this is not a sex change. This is Botox, everybody. I'm not changing anything serious like that, okay? Just making sure, all right? You got to make sure, right? Oh, wait,
This way.
Jasmine, we need you too.
I'm coming.
All right.
Okay, so have a seat right here
All right.
and make this all
Oh, we need to take these
official.
off. Right. All right, so,
Okay, so just a little brief background about Botox. There's two types of non-invasives that you can do to your face that are injectables.
okay.
So one of the injectables is Botox, and what I call that is I call it a freezer. And what it does is it kind of freezes the muscles. And the reason you have wrinkles is it's just like in your clothes. If you go like this and keep doing this all the time, you're going to have a big old pleat right here.
So I've been doing that a lot, right?
And that's what happens up there. The other kind of injectables that we do are fillers,
Okay.
which you really only have a couple areas where you might benefit from that. And what those are is basically spackle. It's like you have a little kind of rough spot or a little hole in a wall or something like that. You spackle it. So that's what we do with.
So
with
what
the
kind of a
fillers.
home improvement project am I? That's the question.
Well, that's a freezer. That's a freezer.
All right, so what do you think of my forehead? What do you think?
Well, there's a couple things going on there. As we get older, the muscles work a lot, especially if you're concentrating or you're like really an animated, high energy type of guy.
That's kind of me.
And you have a lot of facial expressions and
All the
stuff like
time.
that. So what that does is it creates the wrinkles, which give you character because nobody wants to just look like a robot. But there's a fine line between having some wrinkles and having too many.
Right.
And so what the Botox does is it freezes things to the point where the wrinkles start calming down and settling down.
I like
So
that.
it's not a one-shot deal. In other words, when you walk out of here, you will still have wrinkles on your face. It's not magic. It doesn't make them disappear.
Right.
But over a period of about 2 to 3 days, the Botox will take effect.
Okay.
And you won't be able to do that. You won't be able to frown or squint heavy duty like
Okay.
that. And it'll be actually really funny because you'll be trying it.
I'll be
It's
trying?
It's not going to happen.
So this is Botox designed for men, right? Is that what we're doing, or is there a difference?
It's unisex.
Unisex. Okay.
You know, a muscle is a muscle and a wrinkle is a wrinkle.
Okay, I just wanted to clarify that. So in about 2 or 3 days, my my forehead will be frozen.
It'll be softer.
I like that.
And the reason is because
I like softness.
in your particular case, what's going on is that you have a little bit of what we call ptosis. So your brow is sagging a little bit, and if we do like the maximum amount up here,
Okay.
it'll actually make it drop.
Oh, right.
Whereas if we put it in the right places, which is through here, it's actually a chemical brow lift, and it'll actually put you up.
I like that.
And the other place where I do it is around the crow's feet. So, you know, a lot of people come in and they only want like 5 units. They only want like one here and one here. And that is penny wise and pound foolish, because
Right.
your whole face ages at a certain rate. So what this is it's a preventive to keep the pleating from happening. And I have people that I've been doing Botox for 10 and 15 years, and they look fantastic.
And there's a lot of misconceptions about Botox. What's one of the biggest misconceptions?
Well, I think one of the biggest ones that I see is people think that they can just do it once or
Right.
once in a while. It's like anything else, you know. If you're going to eat right or go to the gym, do you do it once a month?
No,
No, you do it regular.
Yeah.
So the regimen for Botox,
Okay.
and which I've found in like 99% of people, is every 4 months. You need to do it because it wears off.
Right.
And after it's done, you'll see, you know, the muscles get frozen, and then somewhere around 3.5 to 4 months, you go, oh, they're not frozen anymore.
Right.
And that's the time to do it, because probably one of the best examples of that is I had a patient years ago who had like the Grand Canyon between her eyes, just huge deep furrow. And we did one treatment, it got a little better, and we two, and it got better still. By a year, it was totally gone.
Wow.
And that's because she was religious and stuck to it.
Kept on her
It's
regimen.
it's like anything else with diet, exercise,
Right.
hair.
Right.
You know.
So how's my hair? Since, you know.
Well, you know, could use a little work, but that's above my pay grade.
Right.
So,
Well, some others.
do you know somebody who's good with hair?
I know a few people.
Okay.
My hairdresser's incredible. So, do we have any questions? Any questions, guys?
Someone said OMG. No one said OMG.
Yeah. Yes.
And
I'm doing this on the internet, right?
A person says you have a nervous look in your face. Like,
My
oh,
crowd, right?
Like, oh man, am I ready for this?
I am definitely ready. You know why I'm ready? Because these are amazing professionals. We've had a consult. Before the consult, I am waiving my right to privacy on the internet, obviously, everyone. And they're even though we're having a little bit of fun, this is going to be a great procedure. So one more question.
Sure.
I am somebody who really wasn't thinking I needed Botox because, you know, hey, I think I'm, you know, everything, right? I never thought, right? I'm awesome, right? But I've been educated that it could help me. Why was I under the misconception that it's something that it couldn't help me? But I'm now a believer. Talk to people who think, I don't need that. I'm overdoing it by putting Botox in. You know what I'm saying? People think it's maybe too much.
Well,
Why should they think about that as far
well,
as
first of all,
beauty and
there's the
wellness?
whole guy thing. Is that more and more guys are starting to do Botox,
Right, that's a good stat.
and it's not so much that you have wrinkles, but what happens as these wrinkle patterns set in. So I'm just going to advance you about 5 to 10 years. You can get a picture of this. What's going to happen
Okay.
is that, open your eyes a little bit, and it's going to come down, and it's going to go like that, and you're going to look kind of either mad or grumpy
Right.
or upset all the time. And that will basically be like frozen
Right.
in your face. And
Right.
what this does is it prevents that. It slows down that process.
So it's preventative, just like anything you do in
Yeah,
wellness or
it's
beauty.
preventative. And it also helps you to pretty much keep your face in a neutral position rather than being frozen in like a scowl or
Right.
being mad or grim or something like
Okay.
that.
I like that.
So Susie's joined us. Carla, Macy,
What's up, Carla? Susie?
Stacy.
Doctor, we want to say hi to our audience. Hey, guys.
Hi, Susie. Hi, Carla.
We
Hi,
have,
Macy.
and we have a lot of students in cosmetology school that follow me as well. So that's, you know, this is, the whole idea is that, you know, beauty is not just one thing. You know, it's inner beauty, it's outer beauty, it's also wellness and maintenance. It's an entire package, right, Doctor?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So at this point, you've given me my consultation, and you've educated me, and you've also told me I'm going to need to maintain this, and so which I'm going to schedule a follow-up, and I'm going to definitely do that with the ladies. What's the last thing I need to know before we go right in?
You need to introduce yourself to Rainey and be really nice to her. She's the one that has the needle in her hand.
Right. Now, is she going to be okay to talking, or is she get down to business and just go at it?
I think you can talk to her.
All right, just
So I'll send her in just one second.
and then we will we'll
And then
get
I'll
back
come
to
back.
you. Yeah,
Yes.
and we'll finish up. Any questions?
We need to do a before and after. So before we do the process, I want to point to where Jace is getting his injections before it, and then we'll point to an after what it looks like.
Okay, well,
That's okay.
yeah,
It's
there
not
won't be a
gonna
whole
really-
lot.
not
of
going to
difference.
change, but
Oh.
Basically, the injections are across
I mean, I may have tears in my eyes.
the bottom. No, you won't. The bottom of
Won't even feel
the
it.
brow above the eyebrows, some around here, and then just a couple little tiny ones up above.
So here's your before.
So I'll be right back.
All right, sir. Thank you so much. And now I'm going to introduce the amazing, the beautiful,
Hello.
the wonderful Jasmine. Guys, she's incredible. We are Facebook friends. Don't stalk her. Do not stalk her, guys. Okay, gals. She likes gals. Gals can stalk her. I don't mean it that way. I mean she
Yeah.
likes friends.
Guys and gals.
Oh, everybody can just stalk her. Okay, so
All
you
right.
ready?
So first things first, we always got to start with the
The
consent.
consent.
Got to do things right.
Yes.
So have
All
everyone
right.
sign there. We're starting
Okay.
at the top line.
All right.
Yes.
Okay. Yes.
All right. So then this is for you to take home a little bit more literature on the Botox, specified and directed towards the men.
Right, and you guys need to dress up when you come in. Dress up when you get your injection, just like him and like
or
me.
jacket. Sports
Vest
jacket.
or sports jacket, because you're gonna want to go to the clubs. You're gonna want to go out, and even though it's not gonna take effect for a few days, you're gonna feel it in your. You're just gonna feel it. All right, you're gonna feel better.
All
All right,
right.
and if you wouldn't mind holding that over there. For
Yes,
me.
I will. And then next we'll be sending in Rainey for the injection.
Wonderful. Okay,
right.
who's next? Rainey, hey, how are you?
Hi.
How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. I'm feeling amazing. Thanks for taking part in this and
Of course.
doing this live on Facebook.
Of
for
course.
a lot of people will watch this, so we're really excited.
Good. So we're going to start by doing his injection. So you got a little bit of a background about the Botox with Dr. Kaczynski.
Yes, I did.
And I'm going to do his
Here's
injection.
our
right now.
injection, right?
So let's see.
So this is the Botox.
All right.
And what we're going to do is I'm just going to kind of clean off the facial area where we'll be working.
So there's
Okay.
not a lot of items you're using. Just a simple injection. There's no real incisions. It's just a few items. That's it.
And it's the smallest needle they make.
Oh, wow.
Smallest.
Now,
It's so if you're afraid of needles, not a
Yeah,
big deal.
it's a
so you
tiny,
use the word
tiny.
soft and, small. I mean, I could take a bigger needle. Come on.
Okay.
No, just kidding. Just kidding. No. All right.
You don't need a very big needle to inject the Botox. Yeah. So.
Right on. And you're having a little bit of fun, but this is also educational as well, because we want people really, I'm having a good time. This is a very relaxed, moment for me. And so I want people to realize, hey, you can have fun. This is a great team and a great crew. 5 stars, best reviews in Sacramento and nationwide known as well.
And Summer just joined us. Dana, Christina, and Mario just joined us.
What's up, guys? I'd like to say hi to our viewers. I'm going to
And
get,
Gabriella, sorry.
oh, okay. Hey, I'm about to get an injection.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna clean the forehead and the around the eyes with just a little bit of alcohol, okay? So it's a little cool.
It feels nice and cool and relaxing.
So for once we're taking care of you. You get to be pampered.
Oh, I can't wait for the next step. It's alcohol, so it feels like it's, or is that what it is?
Yes, it
Alcohol
is.
based?
Yeah, it's a
It's
cleanser,
dry- cleanse me
basically.
up.
So go ahead and scoot back a little bit in the chair and just kind of lean back there. And try and get a little more relaxed than that.
Okay.
Okay, so when I do the injection, I like you to kind of make the motion. So go ahead and furrow the brow for me just so I can see kind of how strong that is. It's pretty strong when he makes that motion. Go ahead and relax it. And then lift the eyebrows up for me.
Like this?
Yes, I can see how strong those lines are. And then smile really big. Good. Okay, so you can see when he makes those motions, his strongest muscles are the ones right in here in between his eyebrows. So that's where we're going to want to put a lot of our Botox.
Okay.
And he's a little bit tall for me, but I can reach up there.
Oh, and if you'd like to share it on Facebook, that'd be great too. Or
Yes.
you snap
No,
it.
yeah.
Got me in action here.
So before the injection, guys,
Let's see the needle.
So it's a very small needle.
guys, make sure you follow doctor's webpage or his Facebook page. Like it now. It's in the top area. Also, follow me everywhere on Snapchat, Instagram, Vine. What are we missing? Twitter. Did I say Instagram?
Yes.
And on Facebook at Jason J. Daniel. Everywhere on the internet. Okay, ready?
Yes. Okay, so if you want to, you can close your eyes. You can keep them open. It's completely up to you. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to pinch along right here. And you are going to feel a little bit of a prick right in between here, okay? So right here. Doing okay so far?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. One more right here, and then we'll take a tiny little break. Doing so good. How was it?
I feel okay. I mean, it just, you know, a tattoo is more intense than that. It's almost like just a little. It's actually, if you were to get like a dental thing in the jaw, like a, yeah, then that's
Same
even
size
tougher.
needle.
Yeah. How am I doing, Doc?
Awesome.
And you're just bleeding just a teeny
If you were just a little bit younger, we'd give you a lollipop.
bit.
Maybe we'll give you a cupcake.
Oh, yeah, we can have cupcakes.
You know what? I love that.
So there
Am I
is a little
bleeding
bit
too
of,
much?
There's a little bit of blood coming out.
No.
Yeah, and
normal.
it's just like with any shot.
Now let's talk about what the coaching on this. You were coaching me not to take flax or.
Well, just 2 weeks prior to the
2 weeks, right?
injection, you're only wanting to take Tylenol if you're needing to take anything.
No blood thinners.
Yeah, no blood thinners, which can cause you to ooze a little bit more. Might cause a little swelling
Is
there.
it bleeding out of control?
No,
that's
it's very
that's
tiny
normal.
little
That's all
pinpoint
normal.
bleeding. You're doing just
No, that's great. No, the more blood, the more people watch. Just kidding. No, and if you are squeamish, guys, I am getting an
Now, can
injection.
you feel any burning? Can you feel anything going through your
It
head?
feels really comfortable. The reason why I asked was because she was really attending to me, so it made me go, oh, okay,
I just
am I
feel like
gushing?
for the camera, we shouldn't have any.
No, it's very nice. No,
We've got the blood bank on hold. But,
Yeah.
so far, they're good.
right? You know, we're good. I'm being taken care
So
of.
Eric has joined us, Mark's joined us, Lisa's joined us, and Joe's joined us.
Hey,
Hey,
guys.
guys.
Hello.
All right, are we halfway through?
Yes, we're all, yeah, that was the hardest part because like I was saying,
Oh.
that's kind of where your muscles were the strongest. So that's where we put the bulk of it, and then we're gonna.
It feels a little warm, but not anything, out of the ordinary.
Okay.
We're halfway through, guys. Watch this.
So that wasn't a whole injection. That was half of an injection you gave down.
Almost
Half
half.
of a,
Yes.
would you call it like a
Half step.
series, a step?
Gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah. So then what I want to do is I'm going to kind of go around the eyes and then we'll finish up on the forehead where the rest of his fine lines are. So again, right here by the eyes, this is sometimes where it can be the most ouchiest, and that's just because the skin's so thin right here. So we're going to start right over here and go ahead and smile for me again. Okay, good. Go ahead and relax, and there's just going to be tiny little pokes
When
right
you
here.
smile like that, it shows where the crow's feet are. Because everybody's facial muscles are just a little bit different. And so we want to put the Botox where it needs to be for you, not for somebody else's smile or laugh.
So
So that's why we have you frown and smile, and it's a very individualized type of treatment.
So she sees that.
Oh, and then we're going to go over on to the other side.
So she saw where I was at, and she went.
Exactly.
Yeah, there was only one that I thought was a little uncomfortable with the other two.
By the eyes,
Yeah.
yes. Okay, smile for me on this side. Okay, good. Go ahead and relax. Okay, we're going to go right through here.
Yeah, that side, I felt that
A little
one.
bit
Smell
more.
something
It's,
there.
maybe it's just everybody's faces.
Jason, nobody ever told you beauty is pain.
Yeah, this is great. I mean, two beautiful ladies sticking me with things. Why? How would that be a bad thing?
All right, and then you have like the lines right up top here on the forehead, so we're going to kind of just attack those lines.
Those are like those that stand out to me. That's funny
Yeah.
that you mentioned that.
So we'll try to help soften those.
It's no big deal. I mean,
Okay, so
no,
small little pokes here. You might feel these a little bit more too because the forehead area is pretty thin as well.
Got a bleeder. Got a bleeder.
You're okay.
I totally saw that. Did it go squirting out?
No, it didn't go squirting.
I thought something. Maybe it was your knee. Like
No.
I saw That's good though.
That just might be a spot.
See, I coached Adam and said, if it's bleeding, go right on it.
Get right in
Was
there.
it pretty cool?
Yeah.
It's pretty funny.
Well, so by the way, I'm a hairdresser and we own a salon, and I do a Facebook show, and I decided to go outside of the salon and do something connected to beauty and wellness, you know. And this is a great team, and so that's why I'm doing this. Normally we do stuff in the salon, or I do lectures to cosmetology students about entrepreneurship and like how to go from getting your license to getting a job in the industry. But I thought, let me do something different. Let me get Botox.
So there's more on the way.
Just a teeny bit more.
And this is a fun experience. I can kind of feel it a little bit. You know?
We have a question about a mini facelift later on.
Yeah,
Okay.
that would be Dr. K.
Oh yeah, because we're going to talk about other options before
Yeah.
we're done. How are we doing on time, Adam?
I can't tell.
Tap the red live, right? Just tap it.
20 minutes and 54 seconds.
Oh, we're in good shape.
Alright, so we're just gonna kind of do a little bit above the eyebrow. So we're just gonna measure a little bit. So close.
And this is all about softening those lines. You know?
So this will soften the lines right here.
That's the plan.
Okay, you're all done now.
That was hella cool.
And
Thank
we're
you.
just gonna clean you up because you do have
Now-
a few little blood spots.
A couple of things you have to remember.
Okay.
You're officially free to not go to the gym and work out, or
Yay.
go to yoga class or anything like that, because
Yay.
you have to keep your head basically still,
Okay.
so that it doesn't move around. In other words, if you went and you were doing a lot of stuff with your head down,
Okay.
it might move around.
All right.
Because we want it to settle exactly where we put it. Now, tomorrow morning you can do anything you want, all day long. Tomorrow, yeah, it's just, there's a window after.
So I'm going to ask him, there we go. We're back.
Back on? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're on wife's. So did it catch what we were saying?
Yes.
Dr. Kaczynski said I can drink a lot. Okay. So how am I doing?
You're doing good. I mean, you're all finished. I'm just cleaning you up because you have tiny little bleedy spots, but nothing we can't fix with a little alcohol.
That's what we were
And
talking
you
about.
didn't even...
Yeah, alcohol.
Lisa's joined us.
Hey, Lisa.
Hi, Lisa.
You just missed it. So guys, you can obviously go back and watch the beginning of the show.
Can we do something about that thing?
That is my vein.
Yeah, I don't want to poke that.
I know, right?
And that's good to have,
Let's
because
talk about that.
when it throbs, your employees will know that you're really upset. so it's a good thing to have. It's like a little pop-up thermometer.
Yeah, you know,
Like a turkey.
yeah, exactly.
Very simple.
Yeah, so you don't want to get rid of that.
No. You know, throbbing is good, and people, able to see my head. No, I live a very low stress life, I think, and this is part of it. Having fun like this. So we are all wrapped, huh?
You're all finished.
Well done. You're
so-
another survivor.
Wonderful. So.
To 72 hours.
So what will I notice when it'll kick in?
What you'll notice is that if you try to squint or frown or something, it's going to be very difficult to do.
It's going to make me super happy.
And your forehead is just going to start looking softer.
Okay,
Same thing with the crow's feet area.
I like that.
And it's a subtle thing, but as you know, beauty is a subtle thing.
Right.
Wellness is a subtle thing. It's not like wow, big dramatic
Right,
overnight changes, because those generally don't work out very well.
right. No, that's not the best way to do it. Is more progressive.
Yeah. So this is the start of a process
Okay.
for you.
Wonderful. I like that. So we want to also talk about other options that for people that are watching. Do we want to do that after we do what we do now? Or-
Well, really, I mean, today definitely was about the injectable, but ultimately, we definitely want to offer you guys
yeah, let's talk
an
about that.
incentive or just a reason to come in for other reasons as well. So right now, while you guys are watching live, we are asking that you like us on Facebook and follow us on realself.com. That's a nationwide website where you can get information on the procedures and services that we offer here in the office. While we're live, we are going to pick one person who we saw liked and receive $100 off their next injection.
How much?
$100.
How much?
$100.
Ooh, if I could move my forehead, I'd get excited. No, really, I can kind of.
So the Facebook page you need to like. What page is
Facebook
that?
is
And-
Advanced Concepts in Plastic Surgery.
And the link is in the comments area.
It is in the comments. And then also, again, Real injector.
Yes, so if somebody saw how she treated me,
Yes.
it was very awesome.
Yes.
And they want to have her be the one that does it.
Yeah.
You come to this office, you're gonna meet her.
Well, this offer is exclusively with Rainey.
Right.
Doctor is available too, but being that we are such a high volume clinic, he is in the OR most of the time, but Rainey definitely can take care of you. Very knowledgeable just to educate you on injectables or our services. But it doesn't end there. After the show, we are still going to have another offer. We'll receive $50 off, so we'll pick an additional person for that. But again,
That's
call to action
great.
is the $100 off.
Yes.
After the show, we are doing the $50 off. And then, being that Jason is our special guest here, if you like us on Facebook and comment "Pick Me," that will also get you the complimentary consultation, which is an $80 value.
That is really nice because
Yeah.
in the consultation, you're getting really, really good expert information that it should cost you something, and it's very valuable. Everyone works very hard, and the doctor is an expert at it. So to get that for free, that's huge. You should just do it now. I mean, why are you wasting your time? You just need to like this post, like their posts, like their page, share this, and just do all those things and show that you're very active. Also, I am me, and I'll put you in contact as well. And get your friends to watch this show. It's been pretty cool. What do you think? Has this been fun? So
And
far?
stay tuned.
You're
This is the
amazing.
end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not wrapping
Amazing.
up.
This is just Botox. We do also offer Juvederm, which will be our part 2. So we'll be
Right,
bringing
so we're going to talk
Jason
about
back.
Juvederm.
Juvederm. Yes.
All right, you say it, I guess I get it. Well, thank you. So, love you. You're amazing.
Thank
You
you.
guys are great. So we'll be putting more information in the comments section as well,
Yes,
and you can
yes.
even do it while it's live as well.
Yeah, we can do
if
it
you wanna
live.
jump
And I
in
answer the phone, so you can always
She
call
answers the
me
phone.
Jasmine. And then I'll
Jasmine.
definitely get you taken care of.
All right.
And we'll get you in with the Mr. K and either get you a K cup or some injectables over here.
Yeah, we like that. So, thank you. And so now we want to talk about
Juvederm.
Juvederm.
Yes.
And then other options for, and then, demographics and, age and all these things.
Sure.
Lifestyle.
We're at 27 minutes.
Perfect. We can go another 20 if we need to.
Okay.
So we're good. We're going to probably keep it under an hour. And we want to value your time. So now, did we get everything accomplished on our call to action? And,
Yeah.
Okay. Well, all right. So talk to me, sir, about
Juvederm.
Juvederm.
That's like juvenile.
Juvenile?
So it
Like-
makes look more juvenile.
Like
not,
the way I act.
not acting juvenile, but looking.
No,
juvenile.
that's part of my thing.
So what Juvederm is it's, as I said, what we call a filler,
Okay.
and it's a natural substance that is all throughout our bodies called hyaluronic acid. It actually looks like a little jelly.
Oh, okay.
And what we do is we inject it in various parts of the face where people get little depressions and divots from aging, from expression lines, from weight loss, things like that. And where we usually do it is around the
Oh,
nasolabial
right here.
folds,
The
the commas. We do it around the lips to kind of lift up the corner of the lips. And we also do it inside the lips
Whoa.
for
Okay.
doing a lip augmentation, but the lip augmentations that we do here don't look like fish lips.
Let's
They
talk
look
about
very
that.
natural.
Okay, so let's talk about the lips because we know that some ladies like to take the lip, make them very, very big. What's your thoughts on the lips?
Well, if they want that look, this is not the place for them.
That's what you need to know. That's not the place for you. You're not
Because
advising
we,
that.
we do lip augmentations, people look fantastic with them, but there's a limit to how much you can do with anything.
Right.
And a lot of these gals just overfill. and maybe they think it's attractive, but no one else does.
Hey, you're gonna hear it honest. You're gonna hear it straight from us here. And he said it, not me.
So Elise just joined us and Haley just joined
Any
us.
questions? Any questions?
Oh yeah, does anybody have any questions? Throw them out there.
All right, throw them out here. Okay, so
So those are the main areas, is around the nasolabial fold.
would I be a candidate for that?
Actually, you really don't have a lot going on there. You're
Still looking good.
still looking good.
Yeah, what's up? Okay. Thank you. That's good to hear. Okay, so that would be for more inside this area, right?
Yeah, and then we also
Not
do
even
it
around.
under the eyes. Sometimes when people get some hollows.
Now, how am I doing? Because sometimes I feel, because
Doing their
should have been
thing.
there. I'm working on that. Okay.
So that's a potential area where you might need it. You know, I'd have to see it again down the road and see exactly what things look like there. But that's another area where it works. And like the Botox, it's also a temporary thing.
Right.
So in other words, Botox lasts 4 months. The Juvederm, depending on where you put it, lasts a variable amount of time.
Would you do it at the same time, or would you do different steps like I'm doing?
It doesn't
Just
matter.
depends.
Either way, you know, depending on people's timing and their schedules and things like that.
So, if I'm somebody that's looking at these options, why would I choose Botox and Juvederm versus cosmetic surgery? Is that like
Well, okay,
educate us on that?
that's a very good question. And the way I try to look at it and explain it is Botox and Juvederm are like entry level into having things done.
Yeah, because if you go cosmetic, you're committing. That's you're committing.
Well,
to
not only
reaching-
that, but you deal with the wrinkles and the creases and stuff when they come up. So those start
Sooner,
coming
got
up in your 30s and 40s. And most people in 30s and 40s don't need any kind of cosmetic surgery. But they could stand to have their wrinkles
So we have a question.
looking better.
How much for lips? From Christina Oliver.
Well, that would be something that we can talk about.
Yes,
So,
call me.
as far as any pricing and questions like that, go ahead and you will follow up on the show.
Yes, I will follow up with you. You can either give me a call. Well, at the end of the show, I'll get you a little, or actually here, real quickly here. We've got our telephone number on there, our website, the real self.
So pause it, guys, or screen cap it, and there you go.
Yeah,
Okay.
call the number right there and ask how much for lips.
Yeah. We do have special
And
promotions and offers, so
and
that way,
we're
when you call me,
set-
I'll definitely discuss everything with you and make sure you have all the information that you need.
And we might want to reach out and talk to her herself.
Yes, we will
'cause
definitely.
we've talked about some things, but yeah.
Okay, yeah,
Awesome.
And
definitely. I'll contact
can you finance lips?
There is an option. There's a medical credit card called Care Credit. You can use it for medical, dental, vision. So you can use that, or just regular credit cards.
So
check.
you use your credit credit to
You
get
can
your
use.
lips.
Yep. So you can
Alright.
finance it and make your payments to
And
them.
then if you look smoking, we'll do it for photo shoot. Come on, guys.
Yeah.
There you go.
Someone put yes, I'm interested. TY, thank you.
Yes.
Awesome. All right, good questions, guys. Okay, so you were saying it's entry level.
So it's entry level for people that are just starting to develop aging changes. And the aging changes come from sun. So we all get a certain amount of exposure to the sun and it damages our skin. It comes from facial expressions, like that.
I'm already feeling my
It
face.
comes from gaining or losing a lot of weight.
Right,
Also can
okay,
cause
that makes
wrinkles
a
in
lot
there.
of sense, yeah.
So those things are like the first subtle signs, and the Botox and the Juvederm can kind of soften those, and it work really well for younger people. Now, having said that, it also works well for older people combined with procedures.
Okay.
So people can benefit from Botox and Juvederm from probably age 30 to age 90.
I like that.
You know,
Did you have a thought or a question?
Oh no.
but it's not either or. It's not like, well, should I get Botox or should I have a facelift? it's generally
Kind of a
both.
combination.
It's a combination of techniques.
Would the rep like to share anything? Does she want us to know anything on the product?
No, I think she was just here for support.
And then we drag her over here on
For
Facebook.
support.
She's like,
Yeah, she's
all right,
camera shy.
awesome. So let's, if you're ready to, let's talk about things that aren't the face. Breasts, we have lipo, we talked about lips. Let's talk about anything else you want to talk about to the audience.
Well, sure. The practice here is 100% cosmetic. And of that 100%, it's pretty evenly split, 1/3 face, 1/3 breast, and 1/3 body. So on the face, you know, we do the injectables. You're going to need to have a little bit of that extra skin removed from your upper
I
eyelids.
think if you get too close to these walls, then
Yeah,
sorry,
probably.
the signal.
So that's a third of the practice. The other third is something you won't need at all is breast surgery. We do augmentations, reductions, lifts, and various combinations of that.
So when I Google, do you have a question?
Oh, I have a question.
Well, let me say. Let me
You
tell
have a
Let me
question,
tell the
okay.
question. When I Googled, you come up huge profile, and then there's a review on breasts. Did you see this? It says, "My breasts feel so natural." Well, very excited.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
That's a really great comment, right?
Don't let him be modest. He does the most beautiful, natural-looking breast augmentations in Sacramento.
Wow.
Our proof is in the pudding. You can look at our pictures. You're more than welcome to come in and visit us. But he will not steer you the wrong way, and that's why we say get yourself a K-cup.
K-cup.
Get a K-cup.
K-cup.
Everybody loves a K-cup.
Brand.
Is there a misconception of? Is there a difference between breast augmentation and breast lifting?
Yes.
Okay.
Ooh, wow! And Adam asked this question.
Ooh,
A man asked this question.
Okay, so that's
Kind of an expert in breast.
that's actually a very sophisticated.
Right.
So
It's very sophisticated.
Yes.
what
This
happens?
is very educational.
Okay, what happens to a lot of women when they have babies is they breastfeed, they get really big, they get really full, and then afterwards they deflate. And then two things happen. One, ever been to a kid's party where they have the helium balloons?
Mm-hmm.
And about 2 days later, those balloons are just kind of sagging. So what happens to ladies' skin on their breasts when they deflate like that is it sags. So to fix the loss of volume, we do an augmentation, which is putting in an implant. And we also do that for women that have never been endowed. They've always been an A cup or a double A cup. But the other half of the problem after breastfeeding and having babies is the deflation. So that if you just do an augmentation, it's going to look very strange because there's too much skin. So we actually have to take out some of the skin and tuck that up in various different
And
ways.
would that be a lift?
That's the lift.
Wow.
That's the lift where we're removing the extra skin to get it back to looking the way it did with what I call the PBB, the pre-baby body, or maybe even better. But if you don't do that,
Adam's gonna remember that.
PBB.
then you can wind up with some pretty strange looking breasts.
We don't want strange-looking breasts.
So then
No, that's true. You do not want that.
the third thing that we do, the other third of the process here is body work.
Okay.
And I don't mean fenders and doors, but liposuction, tummy tucks, and some various types of body lifts, like mainly arm lifts, because
Maybe like underneath, maybe?
yeah, well, a lot of women also as they have babies and get older, they put fat on in their arms,
Right.
and they get the little wings, and you just cannot exercise those off ever.
Mm-hmm.
The other thing that we do in combination with our liposuction is what we call the BBL. the Brazilian butt lift. So that deserves a couple minutes.
Yes.
Did you hear that? The Brazilian butt lift.
The B.
All right,
B,
you heard it here
yeah.
first.
And-
Well, not
and-
first, but with me.
What that is,
Now, is that a new trending thing, or has you been doing that for a while?
I've been doing it for a long time. It's trending.
Right,
now.
butts are trending right now. The whole Brazilian. kind
I
of-
actually learned the procedure from
should do it.
the guy that invented it.
Actually, butts have never gone away. You just started noticing. That's the only difference.
Right, yeah. I like. Anyway.
They've always been there.
Yes, they've always been there. So,
It's hard to walk without them.
right.
So
Or have a relationship.
what we do is basically take the fat out from where you don't want it, which in most cases is the hips, the love handle area, and sometimes the back, sometimes the abdomen, and we take all that out and then we recycle it and re-inject it into the buttocks. Because a lot of women aren't
That's cool.
as endowed as they would like
Right.
to be.
All right. So
And the
it's-
beauty of
that's
that,
called a butt lift.
yeah, well, it's actually a misnomer because it lifts it up a little bit, but what it really does is it fills it out.
Fills that butt.
So if
Why
a
would
woman
we call
has,
it, why would we say Brazilian? Is it just
Because
more of a
the-
trending word, or is
because the Brazilians invented it.
the Brazilians invented? We're shocker, right?
Yeah.
The awesome butts. They.
But you've perfected it.
There you go. Yes, I have.
Oh man, this is great. If I could smile. I'm just kidding.
Wait till tomorrow.
Yeah.
I have a question. Is there a certain procedure that men are doing now that's getting more and more popular?
Well, probably the most common thing that I do for guys is what we call the high def surgery. And what that is
This is great. This is a great
it-
conversation.
it's like
I can do this all day.
It's like an advanced version of liposuction. And we do this for women too, but not as extreme. And the problem is based on genetics, some guys will just never show their muscles
Right.
because they have, no matter how hard they work. Like I had a guy who ran the Western States 100. He ran 100 miles a week.
Wow.
And he still had these gigantic love handles.
Wow.
And the same thing with your definition in your torso and your abdomen. So what we do with the high def surgery is we do differential liposuction and we actually sculpt out the abs. So everybody's got abs. Everybody's got a six pack. You just can't see it.
I'm booking that.
I've got a kegger.
We're booking that. All right. You don't know our secret.
Yeah,
All
some
right.
guys have keggers. You're right, but you can unveil the six pack.
That's a great
And
question.
that is probably one of the most common things that we do for guys. The other thing that is real common for guys is neck liposuction.
Oh, okay. Would it
Because
be-
most guys, when they look at their face, they consider themselves ruggedly handsome and, a few
Like
wrinkles.
us.
Yeah, that's it, like us. But genetically, some guys have really thick necks.
Got it. Yeah.
And as you get older, those thick
What?
necks,
Sometimes I feel like there's more.
Nah, you don't.
I'm okay. I'm, just,
You're-
I'm like, is my, is my neck
He's
thick?
gonna be at home going,
How are my breasts? Yeah.
and then the other surgery that is like pretty much exclusive to men, just like the breast augmentation is exclusive to ladies, is man boobs.
Man boobs. Nobody wants that.
And
Well said.
they come in two types. They're either mostly fat. As guys get bigger, there's only so many places they put the fat.
Right.
One of them is in the chest area, and then a smaller number of people actually have breast tissue because every man has breast tissue.
Right.
And what happens is at puberty, there's a mistake in some guys where the testosterone, attaches to the breast tissue and actually makes it grow
Wow.
by mistake.
Wow. This
And-
is super educational.
And so these guys actually have like a little,
And so they're always kind of struggling to bring that chest
yeah,
down.
so they actually have like a little hard golf ball or
Wow.
a little mass under there that's solid breast tissue.
Wow.
And these are the guys that wear two t-shirts, they never take their shirt off at the beach because they're just embarrassed. They spend a ton of time doing bench presses, hoping that it'll go
This
away.
is good stuff.
And so my goal for those guys is that they can go to the beach, take the shirt off, and they'll just be another guy.
So I like how you said that. Adam, how are we doing on time?
We're at 43 minutes.
Awesome. So really, it's more than just beauty or outside appearance. It's more wellness, confidence, life changes. That's why we do these things, right?
Well, yeah, and one of
Quality of life improvement.
one of the main things that I think is the reason people do this is that you want the outside and the inside to match. It's like you have a certain image of yourself,
Yeah.
and especially as people get older, they look in the mirror and they go, I don't know who that is.
Right.
You know? And so what we do is basically for the facial work, put you back in a little time machine and you go, hey, I know who that is.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's me 5 years ago. That's me 10 years ago. And the same thing, like for example, the gynecomastia. That's the official word for man boobs.
Right.
No guy has an image of himself as a guy that has man boobs.
No. Right.
You know, we all have images of ourselves as something different, and rightfully so. So, it's the type of thing where those guys can't do anything. They can't work out hard enough. They can't run hard enough. They can't take some pharmaceutical or something to make it go away. Whereas, with the procedures we do, we can make it go away. So that it literally changes people's lives.
Yeah, I love
for
that.
both men and
I
women.
love that. So if you're a guy and you're watching, and this is a revelation to you, you know, you should make that call.
Yeah.
You should IM us on Facebook. Come on in, and with the special offer that you
Yep.
can get, you can have a great consultation and find out what works for you.
Yeah.
This is fantastic. It's powerful. Question?
No, this is a nice treat if you're getting a divorce, if a relationship is changing,
Getting married.
getting married.
Yes.
It'd be a nice wedding gift,
Right, there you go.
Right?
Right.
anniversary gift.
Yes.
So if your life is changing, you're having a divorce, get some lips.
Right.
Get some
some.
Or get rid of your man boobs.
Right.
And get rid of your man.
Yeah,
boob.
get rid of
So since Adam brought that up, let's talk about really quickly the investment. Obviously, it's going to cost you something in time, money, effort, and you know, being part of that treatment process. The smart thing to do for their future.
Well, it's an investment because nothing else can accomplish those goals for you. Like I said, there are no lotions, potions, supplements, personal trainers, or anything that substitutes for that. And most of the things that we do are either permanent or last a really long time. So there are literally life-changing events
Wow, I like that.
for most people.
I like that.
An example is, a young mother who's had her 2 kids. She's 25 years old, and she's got this big hanging belly because she had big babies.
Yeah.
And there's nothing she can do. She's embarrassed with that because she goes to the gym and she's still got the hanging skin. She can't wear bathing suits. She can't wear nice clothes. If we do a tummy tuck on her and get her back her PBB, she feels like herself again, and life is worth living.
That's a big deal. That's a really good
Because
story.
everybody wants to be themselves. They don't want to be somebody else.
Right.
Whether
the
it's
best of themselves,
exactly.
best that they can be.
You can be a better version of yourself.
If you don't want to be a PBJ, we'll make you a PBB.
I love these
Yeah.
acronyms. Wow, well, what a great day. I feel really good. We're going to wrap the show up because we're approaching an hour. Any final words or thoughts for obviously, doctor, they're coming in to see you. Come in and see this amazing team. Any last words or thoughts?
Just be real quick. I just want you to know that, again, I am Jasmine. I'm the receptionist here, so...
Did you show the whole entire beaubeautiful Jasmine?
Oh, stop.
Did you back up a little and show how gorgeous?
Oh, listen. This is gonna be my secret. Okay?
All right.
I just want to let you know that I am here to answer your questions. There's no silly questions. Don't be embarrassed. That's what we're here to do, is to help you. There's a lot of options here just to educate you, get you the information. It may or may not be for you, but at least you have that information and you can make the final decision. It's just our job to educate you, get the information, and see if it's a right fit for you. So that's me. I will answer your questions. Call me anytime. Well, 8 to 5.
Yeah.
And we can get you those answers, okay?
No
All right,
questions.
don't be shy. I'm here to answer
and no
those.
questions a bad
Yeah.
question. This is, if you're watching this and you've watched the entire thing, you're interested. you are interested, this is speaking to you. If it's not you, you know someone that can benefit, you need to reach out. Look, I trust them, they're amazing. You saw me do it. So I'm not just saying go see them and not take part in it. They've sponsored this incredible day for me, and we wanted to reach out to you guys. So, Doctor, any last words?
Yeah, I would like to say one last thing. There's a lot of sort of anxiety and worry about plastic surgery. Most of it generated by the media.
Right. The
About-
evil media.
Well, about having results that are pulled or unnatural or strange
Or
looking.
you'll see the celebrities and they'll just criticize them and
Right.
say this is bad and this is good surgery.
What I
have no
want to
idea what
say
they're
is
talking
that
about,
what
right?
we do here, regardless of what the procedure is, it all looks natural, and people don't look done. And the sign of good plastic surgery is not looking done, but just looking like yourself, and possibly an improved, version 2.0.
Yeah.
But people don't look done, and
Got it.
because that's our emphasis here is on the natural look.
Wow, making the natural more natural, right?
Exactly.
I like that. Okay, well, all right. So we're gonna sign off. So, from the doctor,
Hello.
from Jasmine,
See you next time. Round 2
from the
will be
bishop.
Jupiter.
Yeah, round 2,
Get some
Jupiter. Get some lip.
Not
we're,
duck lips.
we're gonna work on some lips, not on me, but that's out there. And
Might
from,
be on you,
from
though.
the bishop, and we have Rainey in the back there.
Rainy.
Incredible. Thank you. You were amazing.
Thanks
You
for
were
joining
really,
us, guys.
Really sweet and kind while you